front of him. He's inside the 10. Oh, block from behind. But off the glass, no problem at all. Fifth, up to the cradle. Got locked up. One guy that's got an angle on it, and he cuts back on it. Dead ball. And Cravat couldn't grab a ball.
He's fly to right field against the wind. It's out of here.
Buries it. We're tied at 19.
We are here at the Mariemont Stadium live to watch a little lacrosse tonight. The Seven Hills Stingers take on the Mariemont Warriors in a lacrosse matchup.
Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful as always, Anna Sterling.
Beautiful job on national anthem.
I agree. What a beautiful job. So, tonight, as we get ready to have the matchup between Mariemont and Seven Hills, I'm John Michael, and I'm sitting here with Coach, Civil School.
Coach, that's funny. We got to give a little background on that name. I'm currently not a coach, haven't been a coach, but that was fondly given to me by Dave Walter, a pal, because I do my best coaching from the sidelines in the stands.
We all are coaches. We all are coaches. Well, tonight, I think an important thing to remember is last year Seven Hills came into the game a very senior-heavy team, a very good team with high expectations of going as far as they possibly could into the state championship game. If you remember, Coach, we went over to their place. Wildman Walker was the announcer. And we went into a double overtime game, which was a great game that Seven Hills pulled off. So I would imagine that our boys tonight like to get a little bit of revenge.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker, but we were very fortunate to go ahead. And last year we made it to the state finals, and unfortunately came up short there in an overtime. But again, we pulled it out, and I'm hoping this team this year can rally and do that again.
So I agree with you, and I think our captains, Aaron Yarvik, Will Chelino, John Fenning, and Ty Bucher, are all starting tonight, have that in mind and really want to make a good effort to put a good foot forward to start off tonight. The rest of the starters, Adam Smith, Jake Trester, Cole Harden, Ben Phelan, Eric Tasso's in goal, and Mr. Crowley out there at midfield. The starters for Seven Hills: Trey Kaiser, Danny Rogers, a captain, Michael Heldman, a captain, Matthew Shepard, a captain, Mike Nazaro, a captain, Ian Venerable at attack, Reed Russell at midi, Tommy Robinson at midi, Matt Cook at attack, Sam Francis is your LSM, and Alex Kreinus is your another defender.
And here we go.
Face-off won by Seven Hills. Let's see if they can get it into the box. Good transition. Settled by Seven Hills. Moving it around.
Looks like we're playing a zone defense. Our man.
Moving the ball. A little pressure over there by Fenning. Looks like the ball gets out of bounds. Mariemont ball. As we restart, Jake Trester going to move the ball. Long pass upfield to Charles Schooler.
That's nice. That's nice when a LSM can make the right turn, make the right read.
Loose ball on the ground. Picked up by Seven Hills pushing it forward. Now we have a penalty.
Looks like a failure to advance.
Looks like a failure to advance. I'd agree. Seven Hills will restart. Tommy Robinson starting with the ball, moving it over to Reed Russell. Reed with the ball, looking to move it, facing a double. Ball's moving, it's moving. Looking for a shot on goal. Nice save, Eric Tassos.
Tassos passes it off to number 24.
Ball heads up to Cole Harden at attack. He's moving it forward. Got the midi shifting in. Ball passing around. Crowley over to Phelan. Good hard passes. Good hard pass. They're moving the ball nicely tonight.
Looks like Crowley's on the move. Going to take a shot maybe. No, passes that to X.
1-on-1. Bucher over to Crowley. You know, so what is a game of patience, and I think that's one thing our kids need to learn, that take what the defense gives you.
Turnover, unfortunately. We'll see who comes up with the ball. Agreed, John. It's a game of patience, and
good defense by Seven Hills to force the turnover.
Exactly, John. In the restart, we have number 1.
It's Trey Kaiser.
Keiser, I think.
Keiser, you're correct.
Kind of left there to make that pass, huh? Now he's getting some defense. Passes back. There's an opportunity here.
It is. He's got to get it over.
Number 41 picks it up.
Matt Cook, they get a failure to advance.
Mikey Lockhart has the ball, trying to run through a couple guys. Does a great job of passing that off.
Moving it around.
We have Jake Trester, our defender. Passing it down, moving the ball.
Ben Phelan coming onto the field, pass from Bucher.
Not only is Ben Phelan our face-off guy, he is plays a midi position for us as well.
He does. He gets a lot of reps on the field. Wilson Bucher coming in. Jurevich passes it over to Bucher.
I noticed Wilson must have gotten a haircut this week.
Yeah, I think they all need a little bit of a haircut, maybe a shave. It's that Lacrosse thing. They want that flow. Jurevich on a run, gets a nice shot.
Goal.
Good goal. Good goal. Aaron Jurevich, number 5. Mariemont 1, Seven Hills nothing. That was a nice explosion. He came around the top. Okay. Let's take a look at the replay here. You'll see Aaron dodging from the top. Gets a nice right-handed shot into the top left portion of the goal. What a nice shot by Aaron.
Lots of power behind that ball.
Now we're back live. We have Ben Phelan facing off.
We have Charles Schooler, number 52, as our LSM, and Ryan Duver, number 3, on the wing as well.
Well, it's a good start, Sybil. You know, we've struggled to get off to the right foot, and it's a really good start.
Looks like there's some high energy out there tonight.
So we have a procedure against Seven Hills, Mariemont ball. At the start, Schooler over to Phelan.
Phelan taking it down. Looks like he's running into X.
Chelino over, pass. Bucher, shot misses.
Backed up by Chelino.
Get a reset. Patrick Milan into the game. Good to see Mac Nelson back. You know, he's had some terrible issues with injury, and he's back playing. And I think we just got a goal. Chelino scored a goal. Here comes comes on replay. It was an unassisted goal by Will. Dodging from behind the cage.
Wow, nice bank shot.
Nice shot.
Is that what you call that?
Bounce shot.
Bounce
Shot. It's a goal. It all works, right?
Yes, it does.
With 7:35 into the first quarter, Mariemont 2, 7 Hills, nothing at this point.
We have Alec Vianello out playing the LSM right now on the wing. Game has started.
Face-off goes to 7 Hills. See if they can control it. Looks like they will get it into the box.
Looks like they're trying to take that shot. Number 26.
Good defense by Mariemont. Looked like Jake Trester out there forcing an errant pass.
Yeah, forcing Reed Russell to be off goal.
Restart by 7 Hills.
Number 2, we got a D-stick.
Nice defense.
Nice defense. We can recover.
Fenning.
It's a ground ball. It's loose ball right now. Anybody's game. Mariemont comes up with it. John Finning.
Over to Duver. Duver over to Cole Harden. Harden to Chelino. Chelino to Bucher. Moving around the horn. Mac Nelson coming onto the field.
I'll tell you what, Ryan Duver is a hustler.
He's working hard.
He does a lot of sprinting.
He does. He's working really hard. Patrick Milam out on the field right now at midfield.
See if he can.
Dodge high. Takes a shot. Outside left.
Backed up again by Cole Harden.
Mariemont to restart. Chelino passes it off to Harden. Harden to Milam.
Just left. On that replay we just saw him. Just left of the goal.
See if we get some offense moving or some coverage. We got a whistle on the play. I'm not sure of the call. How about you, Coach? What do you say?
I thought he was going to call a crease violation, but maybe it was a crease violation.
I think you're correct there. I would agree. So we got to restart. 7 Hills.
Oh, nice block by Ty Bucher, number 53, in the box, and now going to take a little patience to get it set up.
Harden passes out to Chelino. Aaron Yervik running onto the field. See if we can get another dodge right on here and get another goal.
And Phelan coming in for Patrick Milam. I like the movement I'm seeing on the field tonight. How about you, John?
I would agree. There's a lot of movement. Shot.
Off the pole, it looked like.
It looked like a Ty Bucher chasing it down. Mariemont retains possession of the ball.
Ty will start it. Passes to Aaron.
Low pass. Nice defense there by Trester, kicking it back up to Yervik.
We have a nice defensive lineup.
Phelan with a left-hand shot, dodging left, wide. Good hustle by Ty Bucher. Restart Chelino. Coming up high, Will coming up high.
Some good defense by the Stingers there.
Yeah, they're really working hard. Good open look there.
Yes. See if Aaron can pull this out again.
Pulls the double. Nice pass. Nice. Oh, doesn't finish, but nice pass by Cole Harden to Ty Bucher.
Cole recovers the.
He's being pressured. He gets rid of the ball.
Yes.
Get a nice reset up top.
Aaron's being doubled after that first shot. I think they.
Nice trail check by number 47, Alex Cranes. Chelino on the shot, just a little bit short.
Nice stop by the goalie there.
Tommy Robinson picks it up, moving it upfield. Looks like he's going to take it by himself. Oh, out of bounds. It looks like
that was Alec Vianello with a nice poke check there in the chest. Looks like we got a player.
He might be injured.
Maybe injured.
On
Game continues.
Phelan with the ball. Takes a shot high.
Again, backed up by Will Chelino. Mariemont will start in X. Pass to Cole Harden.
Bring it up top to Bucher. Charlie Zach into the game, and Drew Freer ends it into the game. Moving the ball around the horn.
I think Charlie's done a great comeback. I think he took off his freshman year.
He did. He took off his freshman year, and he missed it. Wanted to get back in, and I think he's having a good time.
Wilson makes the
with
fakes.
the shot.
Shot goal.
Unassisted goal with 2:39 in the first quarter. Wilson Bucher, nice shot.
We're going to change our face out. Looks like Mikey Lockhart is going to take the face off this time. We've got Charles Schooler on the wing and Rory as well.
So we're going to come back to a replay. You see Wilson Bucher up top. His saunter. Nice overhead shot down into the lower right, left-hand corner for a goal.
Stingers come up with the face-off, being challenged by Mikey and Charles Schooler. Ball down. Charles Schooler picks up the ball, passes back to the goalie.
Good defense by Chuck. Ball moves up. Tassos moves it up.
We got our defender actually up in the game, and nice stop.
Nice defense. Looked like we had an easy one there. Chelino made a nice pass coming to a cutting Ty Bucher, and just came up a little bit short. Restart Seven Hills.
Looks like we might have had a loose ball push.
First time out of the half goes to the Singers. Warriors up 3-0.
We have a replay. Loose ball. There's a push from right behind. We have timeout. Stingers. So what do you think so far for the first quarter, Sybil? Some good things. It's seen more movement out of the offense. It's been, I think, our Achilles heel for the most part of the whole year. Not a whole lot of open looks, and it seems like everybody's moving a little bit, trying to get the ball. What do you think?
I would agree. I like the movement that I'm seeing. It looks like we're looking up and trying to make those passes, and we're playing as a team and being patient. I think those are some criteria that serve us well.
After 3 state finals, this group has a lot on their plate that they have to try and get to, and it'd be really, really challenging. The bar is set so high for these guys.
I would agree. You come into the game, you got a target on your back. You're trying to get that team off in the beginning of the season, but I think our coaches do a great job of having faith. I think our boys have that faith as well, and I think we're seeing that tonight.
I would agree. We had a restart by the Stingers. Threw the ball out. Looks like they retained possession. Mikey Lockhart playing defense.
Ryan Duver, Adam
Reed
Smith.
Russell moving the ball.
That's a new addition to our team is Adam Smith, who's been a real asset, I think. Oh, nice stop by Eric Tassos. Passes that up the field to Ryan Duver.
Nice turn and nice shot by Seven Hills. Seven Hills picks up the loose ball.
Charles Schooler comes up with it. People all over him, but he was able to pass that off to Will Chelino.
Chelino moves it over to DeMichael. DeMichael moves it over to Cole Harden.
We have 3 new middies coming in: Patrick Milam, Mac Nelson, Roy McGrath. Looks like there was a shot. And, I see Anthony DeMichael. I missed him coming on. We started out our year with some injuries, and it's nice to have several of those back and being an asset for the team for us.
I would agree. Mac Nelson in the same boat. Before the season started, injuries, expectation was they were going to come in and do a lot, and the start's been a little bit slow for them.
DeMichael has the ball, covered by number 1, defender of the Stingers.
Pass out to Patrick Milam.
Into the field where towards the scoreboard, the rest of the team is down there, so if you're walking around the stadium, head down there so they can get you set up for the halftime action.
Ball moving back to Rory McGough. Rory looks to dodge. Can't get a shot off. Nice double by Seven Hills.
Yes, we got a
cut. Good cut, Will Chelino. Nice pass by Cole Hard to Will Chelino. Didn't end up in a goal, but you know what? As we watch the replay here, you see the nice pass from Cole Harden. Rory to Cole Harden to Will Chelino. Doesn't finish, but for us, good movement. Really good movement. And that's the end of the first quarter. Mariemont 3, Seven Hills, nothing. So what do you think? First quarter, good first quarter. A lot of movement. We keep mentioning it and we keep bringing it up. I think as we've watched Mariemont lacrosse all season long, that's one of the biggest things that they've struggled with. So I guess Coach Peterson and the other coaches and the staff have really put a big effort on movement.
And you got to wonder, John, with that double overtime defeat last year, how much that's resonating in their brains, and the guys they want to win.
So, for all of you at home, Seven Hills versus Mariemont cablecast schedule. You can see it on the screen. Wednesday, 4:27 at 11. Thursday, 4:28 at 9:30 p.m. Friday, 4:29 at 7 p.m. Saturday, 4:30 at 11:30 a.m. and Sunday, May 1st at 5 p.m. Time Warner Cable and Cincinnati Bell. Thank you. As we get ready to start the second half, let's see who we got coming out. Looks like defense, we have Bailey Vianello.
Our freshman, Charlie Cowart. And John Fenning, our senior.
Attack, we have Anthony DeMichael, Ty Bucher, and Cole Harden.
Midfield is waiting to come out. Looks like we have Mikey Lockhart, Charles Schooler.
Waiting for one more.
Unless there's a penalty I don't know about. Looks like we have a penalty that was called on Mac Nelson. I'm not sure. I must have missed that. But
1 minute penalty.
Illegal stick, 1 minute penalty.
In the second quarter, Warriors up 3-0. The Bulldogs making their way towards the track. Perfect.
Right. Yep. So Mariemont's going to start man down beginning of the second quarter. Advantage Seven Hills. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
I think that illegal stick is going to cost us a 2-minute penalty, non-releasable.
I believe it's 1 minute, depending. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not positive, but I know those penalties can vary from games we've watched.
We watched one a 3-minute penalty, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. The state tournament.
Seven Hills trying to move the ball, trying to take advantage of this man-up situation. Moving it around. Nice shot. Way to move the ball. A little bit high. Seven Hills maintains possession.
Nice hustle by our freshman, Charlie Cowart, number 33, getting over there to put that stick in front of that offensive players face.
Charlie's a big, strong boy who moves really well. He's going to be a nice addition in years to come.
Oh.
Seven Hills moves the ball real well. They get a nice shot off a little bit wide. Tassos pulls the ball out of the side of the cage.
I thought that was a goal.
So did I. Looked like the net moved like it was a goal. John Fenning moving the ball, passes it up to Cole Harden.
You know, I'm impressed tonight. I think our transition from our defensive position to offense in that midi has really improved since the last game, and it's nice to see.
I agree. Jurvik trying to make a play happen. Ball's picked up. Bucher over to Cole Harden. Back to Bucher. Over to Crowley. Let's see if they can get another goal. Crowley rolling left, gets open. Nice shot left-handed by Crowley. Good goal. Here comes the replay. Here comes Brendan moving left. They don't slide to pick him up. He throws one nice and low, gets a good bounce off the turf for a good goal. Good left-handed goal.
Brendan Crowley is another one that stepped up as a senior, playing well for us. He's played for Mariemont for several years, but last year we had such a powerhouse team that it was hard to get all these boys in. So a lot of these guys are hitting the field as juniors and seniors for the first time at any length of time.
I agree. We've been so senior heavy over the last few years that the starting varsity playing time has been very limited for this group of seniors. Phelan with the face-off. He gets it. Moves it to DeMichael. Sevens it into Bucher.
I have to say that was a nice snag by our face-off guy, Ben Phelan, and a quick pass off to DeMichael.
We throw that away. Little errant pass by Harden.
Ride him.
Alec Vianello comes in.
Seven Hills restarts. Mike Nazaro with the ball.
We got a double team on him. Gets the pass off to number 1.
Trade Keyser moves it up to number 41, Tommy Robinson, as they reset their offense. Ball's down on the ground. Who's going to get there? It's open. Pick it up.
You know, there is that rule, the new rule over and back. I'm not sure if that's what came into play or if we were in offsides.
You're absolutely correct. That's what they just called. We got that fast break opportunity, didn't they? Called us offside again on us.
Hopefully we can continue to keep the momentum up that we had in the first quarter. But you know, those Stingers are coming out, playing hard, and they want to win the game just as much as we do.
Restart. Stingers moving the ball from up top to the left.
Bailey Vianello with a good defensive move there.
Rolling the cage, number.
Hard to see that number. Yeah. It's hard to see number 2, Danny Rogers.
Moves the ball back out. Seven Hills looking for an opportunity, trying to dodge through a double. Quick pass inside. Good stop by Tassos.
Everybody scatters. He next makes a nice pass to Charlie Zach. Charlie moves it upfield where he's got some speed.
He does. Look at him move. Nice pass.
Passes to Cole Harden to Anthony DeMichael. Anthony's trying to roll that cage, but he's got, breaks free. I think they call that a sandwich.
Yeah, you got to move. He's got to make that pass. Good defense by Shea Wells. Seven Hills looks to get it up over the midfield line. Now they've got to get it into the box. Good defense, good back check.
Nice by Drew Fiorenza.
Looks to push the ball.
Oh.
Nice pass by Drew. Shot by Anthony DeMichael.
Looks
just
like,
missed.
John, that was a one-handed catch, and any kind of attempt to make that shot, that's impressive to me.
Good save by the goalie. Michael Heineman's the goalie. Cole Harden playing defense, pushing hard. So let's take a replay look on the last two shots at goal. Nice pass from number 2 into the middle of the field. Good shot, just hit it right in the middle, and then Drew Fiorenzo on the fast break past Anthony DeMichael. Hit the goalie right in the belly.
That goalie did a nice job of stepping out, being prepared for that. That's not an easy thing to do, and that was an impressive save.
Mariemont the restart.
As you say, I think we're going to take it around the horn.
Good talk, good talk, good talk. Here comes switching.
They got a play call. We get some movement on the inside. Little roll from Anthony DeMichael.
Really
good defense.
Good defense by the Stingers. Number one, Trey Keyser.
They lose it. Ground ball to Michael. Moves it up.
I think Anthony was looking for a little redemption there to get back that ball and passes it off. Does a great job. Cole Harden.
Mariemont settles. Will Chelino with the ball. Looks like number 18, is that Josh McClory coming into the game?
Yes, I think it is. Josh McClory. I don't have the...
Good Danny, good Danny. Hey, switch it.
Number 32, Brady Holiday coming into the game.
These are two of our freshmen.
Brady, a sophomore.
Oh, Brady's a sophomore, excuse me.
And Wally Rennie coming into the game.
Number 30.
Tries to take it himself. Turnover. McClory picks it up. Gets pushed. Timeout, Mariemont.
Warriors with a timeout at 5:43, up 4-0.
A lot of people getting some playing time out there today.
Agree, John. I agree.
5:43 left in the second quarter. Mariemont 4, Seven Hills nothing. Seven Hills, they've had a few opportunities to get some goals in. They've had a few good looks. Eric Tatsis has been up to the challenge to stop those looks.
And, John, it just goes to show that, last year they were a powerhouse, and just like us, you have those years when you got to build, and, it's not easy to keep this year after year after year.
It's not. Both small schools. So there's the number of boys that they have that pull out here it's a smaller amount.
I will say, Mariemont has had such a strong tradition of lacrosse. It started with a family, like you mentioned, I think we were talking about earlier, John. Coach Peterson started with the little guys long before many schools even had a elementary program.
Absolutely, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why the program's been so successful. The kids have started since third grade. Back on the restart, Bradley Quick in, moving the ball.
I have to say, Bradley Quick is may appear to be small, but he is definitely mighty and tenacious.
He gives everything he has. Wally Rennie on the shot. Just a bit outside, might have hit the pipe. Bounces out the midfield.
Bailey Vianella working hard to get that ball. Looks like we might be called for an offsides.
That's what it looks like. Charles Schooler onto the field. Almost went up. He's pretty fast. Gets it in. Number 2.
Danny Rogers.
Yeah, he's a pretty fast kid. Danny setting up the roll from behind the cage. Pulls a double. Moves the ball out.
Looks like we've changed where our poles are right at this moment. We've got Adam not playing as close to the crease. Now they're switching it up. But
crossfield pass. Seven Hills moving the ball, looking for an opportunity. Little trail check there, ball on the ground. Charles Schooler, nice defense, picked up by Tassos, moving it out. Jacob Trester. Over
Wally.
to Rennie.
Charles Schooler hustling off the field as LSNs are supposed to do. Van Phelan comes in.
Good talk, good talk.
Phelan with the ball.
Looks like we're going to put in
Aaron Yerovic coming in.
Brennan Crowley. Nice work by our freshmen and sophomores.
Phelan with the ball. Rolling right, looks for a shot. No good.
Nice effort.
Seven Hills controls, moves it up. Nice catch by number.
Looks like 43.
Yeah, but good hustle by Vianella behind him to get a good stick trail check. Mariemont will restart. Yerovic moves it over to
Adam Smith.
Adam.
Bradley Quick had the ball, passed it. Cole Harden in this middle. Oh,
Chelino passes over to Crowley. I know he'd like to have that one back. He had a nice look at it.
Stingers just steal that pass out of the air, but Crowley recovers it.
Good hustle by Brendan.
Number
Ball
1.
moves over to Yerovic. Yerovic looks to roll right. Gets a shot.
Shot goal.
Good shot. Good goal.
That's just one of Aaron's sweet spots. And
Yeah, as you see here, just like you said, Coach, Aaron likes to roll right. If he can beat that defender and push that ball out to the top left side of the goal for a nice score. He's had 2 of those tonight.
beautiful.
So with 2:22 left in the second quarter, Mariemont 5, Seven Hills still working to get on the scoreboard. They're getting options. They're getting some looks. So we'll see if they can pull 1 or 2 off. Looks like Mikey Lockhart out there at faceoff.
We have Wilson Bucher, 43 on the wing, as well as Alec Vianello. Wilson comes up with the ball.
Gets it over to Chelino.
Alec hustles off. In goes Charlie Zach.
Bucher waiting for some additional middies to run onto the field. Here comes Drew Fiorenza. Moves it over to Quick. Quick to Harden.
Looks like we got some movement on the field. Drew makes a fake, but ends up passing it back to Quick, or Cole Harden.
Chelino looking to make a move. Trying to get those hands free. Nice trail check. Good defense. Quick picks up the loose ball.
Trey Keyser, yeah, he's a tough defender. It's hard to get around and stopping some good opportunities.
Ball back to Chelino, moving it up top to Bucher.
I think you're right when you said patience, John. I think we're seeing a little bit more of that tonight.
Bucher looking to make a move. Pulls the double, backs it back out, passes it off. Nice pass from Charlie Zach to out to Chelino for a long shot and a goal. Cole Harden with the assist to Chelino.
That looked nice, I think.
Here comes the replay. We can see nice pass from Charlie Zach down to Cole Harden. Cole Harden throws it back out on top to Will Chelino. Chelino just fits it in a tight, narrow little space in the bottom right corner.
I like the way he received that ball and got that shot off quickly.
With 55 seconds left in the second quarter, Mariemont 6, Seven Hills.
I see our youth team coming out on the field during halftime. They're going to go out and show us how they do it. And I think we have from the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 6th grade up.
Like you mentioned earlier, the young program that feeds this program, a lot of numbers. I know that program's average somewhere between 70 to 90 kids every year. Ty Bucher out onto the field, Mac Nelson out onto the field, Patrick Milam coming out as well. Milam with the ball. Patrick tries to take it through 14 people, but loses the ball there. Moves it on. Nice defense. Nice defense. Chelino and Bucher. Chelino gets a wide open look. Nice stop by the goalie. Really nice stop. Wide open look to end up the second quarter, and goalie makes a nice stop. Number 13, Michael Heldman. So, with first half of play complete, we have Mariemont in a comfortable position with 6 goals to 0 for Seven Hills. We'll be right back after halftime.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing. And it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full. Keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
Don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs.
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. Go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
My grandfather served in World War II. Spending time with him were the best memories of my life. I became a physician at VA because of my grandfather, so I can help others like him. I can't imagine working with better doctors or a more dedicated staff. I'm fulfilling my life's mission with the help of my team and thanks to these veterans. I'm proud to be a doctor at VA and proud to honor my grandfather every day. Search VA Careers to find out more.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it. Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
winner, Wagon Train, nice shot. Moving the ball up, intercepted by the Lumberjack. Good job, Lumberjack. Lumberjack clearing. There's Star Wars, picks up the ball. Crusher with the whack. Gonna pick it up, Crusher. No whack at it. And there's Wolfgang. Wolfgang with a nice ground ball. Good job, Wolfie. Chuckles with the ball. Moves it down. Potawatomi. Passes to. Oh! Good job, Dakota. Nice feed from Potawatomi. One to one. Oh, 2-0. 2-0 Black. Slingshot and Chuckles facing off. Two good friends. Oh, Slingshot. Fighting him hard. He's actually a defender and an attackman. Now he's facing off. Good job. Way to play all the positions, Slingshot. Volcano comes up with a ground ball but drops it. Crusher picks it up and drops it. Here comes the Wagon Train. Good poke, good check by Wolfgang. Here they come. Oh, shot wide. Black ball. Nobody backing up from red. Cherry bomb. That's your job. Here we go. Zorro with the ball. Number 66. They call him Zorro for a reason. What a pass. Accurate. Pass to TNT. TNT's back from being sick. He looks good. Look at this. Oh, he knocks him down. That's why they call him TNT. Blows people up. Potawatomi with the ball. Finish it!
Can you hear us? Very good. Okay, are we ready? Okay, we're back. Looking for the second half of the Mariemont Warriors versus the Seven Hills Stingrays lacrosse game here at Nippert Stadium. We're currently watching a nice exhibition of our Mariemont youth program called the Terrace Park Bulldogs. Coach, you remember when your young one used to play this?
I do, and each one of our Bulldogs has a nickname, and I remember the day my son earned the pitchfork nickname.
Mine's Tony Baloney and Bobcat. I know they look forward to playing these games during halftime. It's a fun exhibition. It just shows you the strength of the lacrosse program.
John, I'd like to take a minute and, from my perspective, and thank Steve Yerovic for inviting me to do this. As you guys are watching, you can tell we're novice because we're kind of probably on the air when we're not supposed to be. This is a blast, and I hope you're enjoying it as well as I am. And I was kind of surprised they asked me.
Well, Steve and I talked a little bit. He needed some help today, and I thought that I could do it, and I'm having a blast as well. And the only person I could think of to do it with me is you. And I do. I feel fortunate, with Tom Brenneman being our neighbor. I think, we need to hit him up and tell him we need to go down and work one of the Reds games with him.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm qualified for that. I do understand the sport of lacrosse. I've loved it. My first game was when Alex Utt played as a freshman. I couldn't believe that it was a sport. You give boys sticks and they're allowed to hit each other. and Alex was that inspiration for Charles to be an LSM.
I agree. You know, boys with sticks and allowed to hit it. What more can you ask? We're ready to face off the second half. Looks like Ben Phelan is facing off. Our defense looks to be pretty much the same as the starting point of the game.
Jacob Trester.
Jacob Trester, Fenning, and
Adam Smith.
Eric Tasso's in goal.
The Stingers get the ball. Charles Schooler trying to defend there. Has assistance with
I think we
John
have
Finning.
We have an injury down on the field.
Defend there.
Number 26 running off the field, Reed Russell. He made a good effort to get through a few guys, and he said, "Well, I'm not sure how he got that shot off." Actually, well, it was a good shot. Restart, Seven Hills. Nice cut, good look by Danny Rogers, but the pass just a little bit wide. Mariemont to restart.
I don't know if you're seeing this, but it looks like the Stingers have come out with some fire in their belly.
Well, it's a good rivalry. They want to win as much as we want to win.
That was a nice pass and catch by Charles Schooler, passing it off to Cole Harden.
Yep. Ball moving up. It looks like Seven Hills has possession. There's a little scrum fighting at the 50-yard line.
I don't know about you, John, but I'm surprised that whistle didn't blow a little earlier.
I would agree. Looks like Seven Hills retains possession. Here it's a restart.
Must have been a push, loose ball push.
I think you're right. Number 22, Charlie Karamanukin coming onto the field, looking to move the ball, moving around.
This is it's important at this point of the game where when you're up 6-0 that you realize you got to keep the momentum going. You can't sit back and relax. Again, Stingers at the top of the box.
Mike Mazzaro looked to take it, draws the double, passes it off. Good defense there by Bailey Vianella.
He's working it. Little scrum there.
Ball. Ben Phelan comes with the ball, gets pushed out of bounds. Number 2 with Danny Rogers making a nice defensive move to push Ben Phelan out of bounds. Ball Seven Hills. They look to restart. The replay, you see Ben coming out. Nice hard hit by number 2. Rogers really put a licking on him. Number 25 to restart. Ian Venerable into the game.
Alex Vianella at the top of the box with the long pole. Causes a turnover. Nice job, Alex.
We had a failure to advance call. Mariemont looking to push it forward. Aaron with the ball moves it over to Cole Harden. Cole Harden over to Ty Bucher. Ty picks up the short pass, passes over to Chelino. We're just moving around the horn here to Wilson Bucher, the fabulous Bucher brothers.
Do you think, John, at this point in the game, is this where a coach might decide, hey, let's work on holding the ball and kill the time? We don't face that shot clock like the college teams do.
That's a great point. I'm not sure what Coach Peterson's offensive desires are here, but with an offense that has had its fair of struggles, the movement and passing the ball and patience is a mistake. Chin pulls it over to Jurvik. Jurvik with a nice move. Good look at the goal. Back well. Nice shot by Chelino. Cole Harden with the backup. Cole Harden to reach. Harden to Bucher. Bucher to.
Actually, moving so fast, we couldn't even keep up with that one. That was
a nice cut by Brendan Crowley. Ball went from Bucher to Jurvik, then back to Bucher. Bucher to Brendan Crowley with a nice cut for a goal.
we set up for a face-off, and Mikey Lockhart's getting to take quite a few of these when the score is up this way. This gives them practice because you just never know when you're going to need another teammate. Anything can happen in the game of lacrosse.
So as we take a look at the replay of that last goal, nice ball movement. You have Bucher passing it over to Jurevich. Jurevich passes it right back to Bucher. You'll see Crowley coming to your screen for the nice finish. Nice, real. That's how you do it. It's about passing. It's not about being selfish with the ball. Good goal by Brendan. We're back to live action here. Face-off looks like Charles Schooler has control, moving it into the middle. Passes it off to Cellino, to Bucher, to Cole Harden for a goal.
That was almost, it was just, you couldn't get any better than that. That was almost a breakaway situation where you just get that movement of the ball going quickly. It gets the defense caught a little unaware.
I think we're going to watch that replay here. Nice pass by Schooler to Cellino, to Bucher, to Cole Harden with the finish. Good ball movement. Really good ball movement. Face-off, penalty, Seven Hills. Ben Phelan with the start, or is that Duver?
That's Ryan Duver.
It's Duver taking it down the middle, shoots it himself. Nice effort. You got backup by Ty Bucher. Ty Bucher to restart.
Charlie Zach goes in, Patrick Milam. I think when our friends watch this replay, because you know they're going to want to, because they're just crazy wondering how I was going to keep my emotion out of it. I think I'm doing a good job.
I think you're doing a fantastic job. So, you know, for our viewers, they can check this out anytime they want on ICRC-TV.com. We have a shot. Good stop by the goalie. He looks to move it in.
Goes Alec.
Seven Hills controls the ball over midfield. Look to get it into the box. Little fake pass. The LSM with the ball. Takes the shot. Good backup. Good shot. We got to restart Seven Hills. Number
Jacob Trester all over the stinger.
Nice pass. Good stop by Tassos in goal. Ball's loose. Picks it up.
Danny Rogers hustling to get that ball, but wasn't able to.
Ball passed up to Trester. Trester over to Cellino. Cellino over
Milam wide open, but didn't pick the read up there. But sometimes that happens when we're in our zones, right?
Milam with the ball, passing over to, what's that, Charlie? Or Bucher.
With a little extracurricular on that
little effort, good backup, and a goal by Will Cellino, or Cole Harden. I think that was Cole, rolling the cage from behind.
Hopefully we'll get...
Coach, we watch it again. Cole makes a dodge move from behind, moves the ball from left to right. Goalie came out of the cage. Cole finished nicely.
It was great. I thought that under pressure, get that shot off under pressure. Might have even called a slash if it could have seen that hit on the shoulder. But we'll take the goal.
Rather have the goal. There, we can watch it again. Nice underhand shot.
24-3, unassisted, number 2, Cole Harden.
Tripped off the face-off, Seven Hills.
Rory comes up with it.
Passes over to Michael. To Michael over to... I'm not sure what number that is. There's a lot of people getting in and out of the game. Ty Bucher. Ty Bucher with the shot. Backed up by Cole Harden.
I think we can take a minute here just for a second. I have to say, Shea Bennett Wells just went in, and we all have nicknames, and his appropriately was Law Firm. When you listen to Shea Bennett Wells, that's an appropriate nickname.
Good shot and a goal. Pass from Anthony DeMichael to
Ty Bucher, it looks like number 53.
Number 53, Ty Bucher. Ball's moving really well. We can watch this again. Anthony passes it up to Bucher. Nice bounce shot onto the far right side of the goal. With 5:49 left in the third quarter, Mariemont 10, Seven Hills working hard. They're working hard to get on that board. Face-off. Mikey Lockhart, Seven Hills wins the face-off. Nice pass. Moving the ball. See if they can get an open look. Nice pass again. Good shot. Good save by Eric Tassos. Right place, right time. We have a stop and play. Looks like there's a penalty on the goalie for going in and out of the crease. Ball goes over to Seven Hills. Seven Hills restarts. Danny Rogers with the dodge, draws a double, passes it off to number 26, Reed Russell. Reed Russell moves the ball. Nice. Ball a little bit outside on the pass. Danny Rogers picks it up.
I have to say, I think Alec Vianello, forced that turnover a little bit. It didn't end up being a turnover, but that hustle to the player, and it just throws off their pass enough to.
It's going to be fun to watch him over the next couple of years. He's a sophomore. He's a good-sized kid that runs really, really well, and he's very tenacious and aggressive. He'll be fun to watch over the next couple of years.
I agree.
Trester moves the ball over midfield, passes it over to Wally Rennie. Bradley Quick setting it up behind X. Nice pass, nice goal. I'm not sure who made that goal. Did you see that? It was quick. It was quick. They're rolling a lot of new players in. We watch this again. You can see Bradley Quick make the pass over to, it looks like number 32. So with 4:24 in the third, we have Mariemont 11. Seven Hills still working hard, winning the face-off. Seven Hills. See if they can move the ball into the box, passing it over, got it into the box. Good clear. See if they can move the ball, get some pass, get an open guy. Nice cut by Danny Rogers. They can't find him.
He had all he could handle with Jacob Trester.
Ben Phelan picks up the loose ball, moving it down, passes it up to Quick. Quick passes it over to DeMichael, misses the ball. Ball gets away from Seven Hills, out of bounds, Mariemont ball. Restart Mariemont. So they're getting the younger guys a lot of playing time. This only bodes well for the future. Agreed,
John. It's fun to see. I know it was exciting for my son when he got to play some JV and move up to varsity, and he ended up playing a lot in that state game. And I think your son did the same thing his freshman year, right?
He has good ball movement and shot. And it's scored by Bradley Quick. So 3-12, Mariemont 12. Seven Hills nothing. I think that was DeMichael with the assist to Quick with the goal.
So 3-12, Warriors up by a dozen. Scoring combo number 4 to number
So we have the face-off here. Looks like we have Phelan on the face-off or Doover on the face-off. Seven Hills controls. Ball moves over to Mariemont. Doover looking to transition the ball over to Lockhart.
That's a nice transition.
It is. It'll be interesting to see how the Mariemont Warriors come. You know, we've got a big game coming up in a week. I got St. Xavier coming to town, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's that'll be a lot to handle. We have some good movement on the field. Shot backed up by Bradley Quick.
Got to restart. Phelan up top, looking to dodge right. Makes the pass up. A lot of movement. Guys are moving through the middle, forcing these defenders to have to play a lot of defense.
I will say tonight it looks like we're really playing wider than we have in the past games and keeping our space, giving us room to move versus kind of clustering.
Some of the discussions I've had, that's been one of the concerns, that the spacing has been a little bit of an issue, and I'm sure the coaching staff's been addressing that. Crowley moving the ball over to Phelan, Phelan over to DeMichael, DeMichael over to Quick.
Looks like DeMichael's taken a different side of the than previously playing on the left side, correct? Right.
I agree. You know, the nice thing is most of these kids are pretty efficient with their left hand as well as their right hand. It gives them the opportunity to move around.
It's been Phelan rolling. Is he going to take a shot? Yes, he does. Backed up by Cole Harden.
It's a little bit outside.
A little bit wide. But he was covered.
He's covered. Definitely get a lot of shots off. We've got about 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Harden looking to dodge from behind the cage. Got the ball up top. Crowley moves it over.
That's Jurevich.
You know he wants to take that right-handed shot. That's
yes, he does.
From behind the cage, the Mumford moves.
Anthony, I'd like to see him roll that cage and get one in.
Good stop by the goalie. With 10 seconds left, Crowley takes a shot and goal. Nice stop by the goalie. Seven Hills goal. I think that'll do it for the third quarter. A lot of guys playing, so you can't coach playing. All the kids get, the better off they're going to be moving down towards the playoffs.
I agree. I think you can look at on the sidelines. We have a little larger depth of a team, and I think that has an effect on a team when you're constantly, you don't have enough subs. The Stingers seem to have a little less players than we do, again, as you mentioned earlier, smaller schools.
You know, we're fortunate. We have about 200 boys in the school, and you got about 50 to 55 boys in the costume. You're pulling 25% of your boys in one sport. Baseball, track and field. You have the other kids who specialize in football and basketball. It's a good number. Coaches help you out. It's a lot to work with.
I think that's a tribute to the program for sure.
So look, we have the start of the fourth quarter. Mariemont 12, Seven Hills nothing. Looks the face-off's going to be, is that Phelan?
It doesn't look like Phelan to me. It looks like
smaller and a little thinner.
It might be Bradley Quick. I see the one, but it might be Bradley Quick, or it could be Josh McClure. I'm guessing at this point.
quarter just about to get underway.
Ball sets the ball. We get going. Charles Stewart comes up with the ground ball, looks to move it. Chelino over to
Ty Bucher.
Offense resets and bounces around onto the field. Shea Wells getting ready to run onto the field. Shea with the ball. Nice to see Shea getting a shot on goal. He's worked hard over his 4 years here.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think Shea may have been a player that didn't start until later.
He may have been. I'm not sure of, but he may have started maybe freshman or sophomore year.
Yeah.
On the restart, Shea with the ball. Moves it over to number 22. Waiting for him to take a shot. He has a rocket of a shot. Really, he's got a blaze.
Unfortunately, throw that one away.
Rory needs to sit up and take that shot.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen that. He's got a. When he gets that on goal, it's dangerous. There's AJ Hawk out there, number 56. He's one that started with injuries at the beginning of the year, recovering and helping us out.
Nice effort by number 2, Danny Rogers, trying to roll the cage. Good stop by the goalie, but Danny's really giving all he's got out here today. He's trying to make it happen.
There, you saw it happen right there. Went up against Charlie Coward. I don't know, Danny. I can respect that.
Charlie's a big boy.
Yes, he is.
On the transition, looks like turnover. Ball went over to Seven Hills. Now they're fighting for it. Got a little pack going there with sticks. Ball comes out. Seven Hills picks it up. Transition it over.
Danny has his opportunity. Let's see. He passes it. And shot goes wide. Wow, I don't know. Our goalie, I think Eric Tassos just hustled and out of the goal. And
Eric really, he comes out and plays hard. Works to transition that ball into the offensive side.
Started in that position as a freshman.
He didn't play.
I think he played
until freshman year, and they moved him in as a freshman, looking for somebody to help out. And it's stopped. Junior year, he's doing a great job this year.
I don't know that I'd want to be a goalie's mom.
No, because if every goal is your fault.
Which it isn't. Which we know there's. You got to go through the attack and the midi and your D to get there. So we always are telling Eric that, but still.
I agree. There's 9 other people in front of you that they've got to get through to make a goal. The thought is the goalie has to get the ones he's supposed to get. And hopefully get a couple extras.
I tell you, this is the first flag I've really seen thrown tonight. It's been a really pretty clean game.
I agree. And if you remember the game last year, it was pretty chippy. I think there were a lot more flags. A little bit more physical. So a 30-second hold on Bailey Vianella.
You might call that a hustle foul.
You can call it a hustle foul.
I think a hustle foul is good. I will give the Stingers credit. They are staying in it, working hard.
As a coach, you can only ask the players to do 100 games. No matter what happens, whatever the score is, that's all you can ask.
Go.
7 coaches ought to be proud of their kids. They're playing hard.
All right, I just caught myself. I was ready to cheer. I think you fans out there, you might have heard it. That was my son trying to get the ball and have a hard time not saying something.
You're doing a great job tonight. I was waiting for a screen.
I did well. He did well. You know, I always tell my son, and you probably do the same thing, when you're in a game like this, at this point, you're a team, but you're just...
So we're going to watch a replay here. Number 26, nice overhand shot to the right. There's Reed Russell with the shot. Good pass, Milam over to Bucher. Bucher finishes. Good pass.
I tell you what I like is he waited and really anticipated and kind of, I don't know what you call that. I don't want to say juke because I'm not sure that's the right word.
Well, he forced the goalie to make a decision.
Thank you, John.
And a good attackman will make the goalie make the decision with an alternative move in play. Once you get the goalie moving, he can't move back to recover. Normally he can. Only the great ones can do that. And Ty on that play did a good job of waiting, making the goalie make a move, and then finishing on the offside.
We've got AJ on the wing, and I think it's Ben out there with the face-off, and Alec Vianello. I have to say, that's why my name is nicknamed Coach. I know you've coached football many years, and you know, I love chatting with John. We often chat after, and he tolerates.
Yeah,
Colin
I think that's both ways we tolerate each other because we're both we're both right.
Yep, we're right. we like to give the replay.
So Mariemont wins the face-off. Got control behind the goal. Wilson Bucher in. Rory McGough in. There was a pass from Anthony DeMichael to Bucher. Couldn't hold on to it. Little scrum. Seven Hills comes out with the ball. Nice transition. Seven Hills back over.
And he is hustling down the field, that Stinger.
He is. He's got good wheels.
Number 22?
That might be 27. Max Roth. Is that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was 22 or 27.
You know, my eyes are getting bad. I need to make these screens magnified.
We have a foul on the play. We'll see what happens here.
One minute penalty on Vianella. Is that a slash? It's a slash. That looks like a slash. Or a hold.
I'm not sure. It looked like there was a lot going on there.
Yeah. It is. Restart.
Mike Lacrosse comes up with the ball, passes it off to Jake Trester. Jacobs, they're fighting, but he's hanging on to it.
You know, I was talking to his father at halftime, and he said that I could mention that he's lazy, and he's so lazy that he never got a nickname. Out of all the kids that have gone through the Mariemont Youth Program, Jake Trester has never gotten a nickname. I didn't know if you didn't know that fact.
I didn't know that fact. I didn't know that fact. I think lazy is not what I'd call Jacob. So
not at all. If anybody knows Jacob, he's a very good basketball player as well as a very good defender on the lacrosse team.
I might call him a gentle giant.
Gentle Giants. If that wasn't already used, I think we could use it. We got to get a little more creative than that. Maybe for the next game we come up with a nickname for Jacob.
Boy, that was a nice move by Adam Smith, who really is working hard out there.
You know, one of the biggest things that I remember most of the last couple of years is that we had the Osgood boys and the Sereno boy that were just, they were physical. And, you know, Adam coming over this year to play with us has brought a little bit of that physicality. He wants to be a little nasty in there and play hard.
Yeah, I think that, there's always that discussion of it's not football, but a little physicality, or like Dave Walters likes to say, introduce yourself.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Turnover. We're not sure what the call is.
With 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the game, the Stingers are still working hard to get on the board.
Yeah, I'd like to see them score. They've played hard.
would agree with you, John. They've really hustled, continuing.
Nice move through the double team. Ball gets away from him a little bit. That was a shot by Navarro. A little bit out to the right side. Restart, Danny Rogers.
He's got 5 seconds to get back to the crease. Please give it to him. Home check. Home check.
Working hard over there. Adam Smith.
Do you know what I think is interesting about these teams? You know, Danny Rogers is a friend of my son's. I think your son probably knows him. And, you know, what's fun about this camaraderie of a team, they can play against each other, work hard, and then, Danny Rogers comes up with it. He snags that. Can he finish it? Oh, he gets a little tap from behind, I think.
He'd like to have that one back. That was a great opportunity. Nice defense on an inadvertent pass. But to go back to what you're saying, I agree. You know, I think one of the things that I've enjoyed the most from my son is the relationships that he's developed, and it's not just locally here in Cincinnati. You know, traveling in the summer, getting ready to play. So we're gonna have a replay here.
A little turnover there. Unfortunately, a little high pass, but.
So just want to mention out again to all of the folks watching this replays on the ICRC-TV. We're going to watch this replay. He had just came out of a stick hot. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like he had a good look. I thought Danny was going to get that goal.
And you can see the frustration, but he just wanted it so bad, and he'll continue to work at it.
But what we were talking about, I really agree. You know, my son's gone to camps, from one camp to another, and have been with the same kids all over the country. Nice family. So Vianella takes a shot from about 60 out.
Well, and we're wrapping up to the end of the game. Again, I want to thank Steve Yervik for asking me, John, for allowing me to be here with you and have fun. And I'm just going to say, I can't wait to hear all of the people that are going to make fun of
me. You and me both. So at the end of the game, hard-fought battle, you know, as we said, Seven Hills, hats off to you guys. You played 4 hard quarters. You gave everything you had. Score, Mariemont Warriors 13, Seven Hills Stingers 0. And again, Steve Yervik, thank you. And it's been fun.
Go Warriors.
Thank you, Coach.